Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Real Hazardous. Today's episode is really cool because we have some underwater footage of Spanish mackerel chasing down and hitting our spoons. It's footage you're not going to want to miss, so stay tuned. Hey guys, we're out here at the jetties. First stop, putting out the spoons and some gotcha plugs, some on planers, some higher up in the column, and we'll make a few passes in this area. It's outgoing tide, which is good for this spot, so I figured we'd start here first, and if it don't work too good, we'll head down to the beach. I don't think it's quite tide dependent down there, so we'll work our way down. We had a pretty good variety of lures in our spread. We had a daisy chain with a bird in front. We had a gold spoon with a wire leader. We had a smaller silver spoon, double-aught, and then we had a gotcha plug on the outside. The area we were working is a live bottom. It's got some kind of coquina reef, kind of whatever you call it, structure that attracts and holds fish. As you can see in our depth recorder, you can see fish and bait and a little bit of structure staying close to the bottom. And sometimes when we were trolling by, we'd even see a big school of some kind of bait. Couldn't tell what kind of bait, maybe glass minnows, maybe pogies. But that bait being there and the bait being on the ground was a good sign. We didn't mark much when we started off at the jetties. We didn't get no bites. But over here, I put more time into working it out, and it paid off. It's funny, none of the fish hit in the same spot. They were all real scattered. They seem to come about every 30 minutes. So we just got here at a place called Red Tops. They call it Red Tops because of those buildings over there. As you can see, the tops, the roofs of these buildings are red. And so they call them the Red Tops. That's how we name things. Here offshore, people talk all the time, where'd you get bait? We'll say the poles. Back there, there's a spot, I guess an old dock or something, where they just got the poles sticking up out of the water. That's the poles. Then you got the lifeguard station. There's a big station, got a red cross for lifeguards. So that would be that geographic location. So it's pretty simple, 4-line spread. I'm either using like 33-pound wire leader, single strand wire leader, or like a 30-pound fluoro or mono, which will eventually could get bitten off, but it usually holds up pretty well. Oh yeah? He's a big one. I think he's a Spanish. He's a Spaniard. Straight from Spain. ¿Cómo está?
Alright, we caught this one on a daisy chain jig.
I had a good feeling about that bird with the daisy chain. Daisy.
Like down under east where's those birds.
Yeah. Oh, but
Spoon.
gold spoon on the planer. You just checked this one, right? And just sent it back.
I told you I saw that.
Yep, another Spanish. Looks pretty good. So it's kind of funny, those Spanish are real long and slender. Especially the big ones, they're fast and they'll pull like a king, but when you put some drag on them, you can get them coming towards you, fairly easily. When you get something like a bluefish on, then it's like, geez, those are power fish, not really as fast. So you can tell the difference between a bluefish and like a Spanish or something else. So we'll see. Spanish are good to eat, and also they can make good bait for kingfish and wahoo. So I like to keep a few for those too. It was pulling pretty hard. Yeah, I think he's still there. Yeah. Dang, I think I'm in the gotcha. Yeah, I'm in all over. Better fish though. Alright guys, we got a little water in the fuel according to our sensor.
Now you see what I'm talking about? If we take it out where it goes into the water thing, take that line out and squeeze it, I think we could probably push that water out. I get the water in it.
We got a little issue with, we got a fuel alarm saying there's water in our fuel. We have a water separator down below, which we just emptied in here. Looks pretty watery. There's also one in the motor that we're trying to unscrew and check. You don't want water getting in your motor, that'll blow your power head.
I mean, that should pretty much clear it out.
So we've got, I'll show you a picture, but you can see the gas we pulled out. You can see it's a clear separation. A good chunk is water between the water and fuel. So there was water in there. The water filter in the boat did its job, and the motor started doing its job, and the motor did good in sending the alarm before something bad happened. So got it out. And, should be good to go now. I mean, that's kind of part of fishing, you know, boating. Stuff happens on boats. There's a lot to boats, and boats are in a tough environment, especially offshore boats with that salt air and the pounding that they take. So, you know, it's part of fishing, just to be ready to fix issues as they come along and then get back to fishing. So I think we should be about good. We got our lines out still, and hopefully this little break. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect time.
There we go. Catching fish during a crisis.
Yeah. Like deadly as catching them, and then they always got them issues, and they go back to fishing. I mean, that's boating in general. I mean, not on the scale that they're on, but you know, we had an issue, and thankfully we were able to fix it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. We've been spreading the love around. Oh, that's a better one right there. Of course, we got a little motor challenge in the way, but. Very cool fish on the gotcha with a little bucktail on it. I haven't used one of those before, but it clearly works. Having solved the motor crisis, we're back to fishing. Our cameraman was driving the boat so we could work on it, keeping the lines out, and ready to catch a fish if we needed to. Our cameraman was named King.
Now the Spanish small, or are they a little bit bigger?
Last one was a pretty nice one. We just got him.
Probably about 15 to what, 18?
15 to 18.
Are y'all right in front of the red tops, or y'all just further south?
No, we're right here in front of Red Tops. We had a little water in our gas, so we had to take off our separator and clean it out.
Yeah.
Now we're back under one.
Where you been getting fuel at the gate station?
No, I think on this one, on our front tank, we've had problems with it in the past, and we don't use it enough. We should use that every trip.
Yeah, that'd be like condensation then, probably.
That's what it was, yeah. We got a couple of them on that.
Bringing up the old fish can. So if you look here at the underwater footage, it's really crazy. I mean, we're pulling these spoons, and you see these Spanish mackerel come swimming up to it, and there's usually a couple of them together. Several times you see 2 or 3 Spanish coming up. It's pretty interesting to see how they hunt in packs. I don't know if they're working together, or maybe more likely they're just really competitive, and one sees the other going for it, so they're kind of racing to see who gets the bait first. It's kind of cool. I mean, obviously they come and take a look at it several times, and they pass up on it. You know, we caught, in that span, we caught 1 fish that were pulling it, but clearly there were 6 or 7 around that took a look at it, and that was just our 1 spoon. Who knows if the same fish or different fish were actually checking out our other baits, our other spoon, our gotcha plug, or the bird daisy chain combo. It's really cool to see how they feed. I used to think they would just come up and hit it out of instinct, but even trolling at a faster speed with these gold spoons and other plugs, they're taking a good look at it. If you've seen our other footage, we did this with live bait and kingfish, and the kingfish came up and took a really good look at it. And that made sense. Trolling slow, they have plenty of time to look at it, but even trolling faster, about 4.5 miles an hour, you know, the fish still check it out before they strike. You would think they'd be like, oh, this is clearly not a bait. This is a spoon whipping around a lot. But, you know, they work. They're very effective. Really cool footage. I learned a lot seeing what these fish are doing in our spread. I really like collecting this data. It really helps me learn God's fish, God's creation. It's just really cool to see, you know, how it does in nature. Oh yeah, I think we got him on the fish cam. Still there? Okay, the gold spoon has taken the lead with 3 fish. It just overtook the daisy chain bird combo.
This one, look at him. He got hooked by both those hooks.
Yeah, happened to the last one too.
Did he?
Yeah. Feel pretty good.
Feels like Moby Dick's little tiny baby.
Daisy brother.
He's not bad. I think he's
That's a good one. Whoa.
We're hitting or what?
Something's like screaming it.
The bird hit the bird or what?
Wow, I don't know what hit him, but he
Dang.
slammed it. It might have been a shark, yeah. I mean, something big and toothy. Oh, look at that. You see that? That fish just jumped, a big spinner. All right, guys, we moved up a little up north. Weren't getting many bites there, so figured we'd try up here. Found some shrimp boats working. Put out a line, and right off the bat, our bird got slammed. I think like a shark or something big hit it, came off, but it did a number on that wire. So as you can see, there's tons of birds. You know, these guys dump their bycatch, and it's just like a giant chum. Birds come around, sharks, fish, kings, all that stuff, whatever's in the area. You still on?
Yeah, he's still on. A big bluefish or it's a Spanish, it's a big one. Might be bluefish though.
All right, guys, had fun today. Got 7 Spanish mackerel and probably
Not
lost...
7 Spanish angels like Willie Nelson sings. Spanish mackerel.
Huh, I haven't heard that one.
You never heard that song? 7 Spanish angels?
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, look that one up. But we're talking about Spanish mackerel.
Right, so we had that bird one. I don't know, that one finally got bit off, had a mono. I don't know how many fish hit at that one once we lost that back.
It was all boogered up from where that hit those other feathers.
So the one that had the most hits was the gold spoon, but that bird might have gotten more. It didn't have a wire leader. So those were both really well today, and then the gotcha plug wasn't bad either.
Yeah, the only thing that didn't get one was double drum or spoon, huh?
Yeah.
Clark spoons.
Which we've done really well on that before.
Yeah, so I was surprised. Didn't even get a knockdown on Clark, I don't think.
Yeah. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions or comments about what we did, let us know. We'll have links in the description and more details on our spread. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.